Time now for a newsmaker of the day. The death toll from the earthquake in Haiti is now 230,000. And the government says more bodies still remain uncounted, and that means that the death toll from this disaster has now equaled the death toll from the 2004 Asian tsunami. And joining us live now from the studio is Dr. Drew Orden from the CBS show The Doctors, also seen here on KPSP. Thank you so much for joining us. You're just back now from Port-au-Prince. You were in Haiti with your co-host. You were offering medical care and delivering supplies there. And so I'd imagine that was quite an experience.
It really was a moving trip for me. Really, in a lot of ways, a life-changing trip for me. You know, I'm a reconstructive surgeon. I went there. My skill set was needed, and I think I put them to good use.
Something that I've heard from folks who have traveled down there, and something that you told me too, is the pictures really cannot describe it. When you're down there, it's so much more than what you can imagine.
Brooke, that is exactly right. You can watch TV, you can see still photos, but when you're actually there and you see these buildings that have crumbled, knowing that the bodies are still in there, when you see the people, you see the despair in their eyes, it really is heart-wrenching.
I'd like to show just a short clip that you provided for us that really, I think, is a small sample of what you did see down there, and then maybe you can tell us a little bit about what was going through your mind and what was involved in this particular experience.
I'm working with them today on some wound care. This gentleman actually was involved in an explosion. This is what we're seeing the most of here in the wound care clinic, are all these older injuries that were not closed, making sure they're not infected.
And Dr. Orden, you're talking about older injuries there in that clip. It's 4 weeks now to the day since the earthquake in Haiti, and so the scope of the injuries, I would imagine, are a little bit different now than they were on day one.
They are, and it still continues to be people with old wounds. You know, what this earthquake did, it really produced a society of amputees. You heard those horrendous stories of people having to have arms and legs cut off, you know, in their homes, that type of thing. Well, these people have open wounds. There's the issue of infections. That's something that's ongoing. And you said 230,000 dead now, but now we're worried about the problems with water and sewage. We now potentially may be looking at medical problems like cholera and dysentery that may start setting in.
Do you feel like you were able to make a difference there? I mean, in your small way, you and your co-host did make a difference to the lives of these individuals, but when we are talking about so many people, is that just a drop in the bucket as far as what's needed?
It is, and we were only there for 5 days, and in this clip you just showed, that was at the tent setting, the hospital set up by the University of Miami. They were there from the get-go. So many doctors, medical personnel that were there from the beginning and are still there. I would have liked to stay longer, but while I was there, I do feel like I felt good about what I did, especially, you didn't show it, but this 8-year-old young boy that lost his parents in the earthquake. I did reconstructive surgery on his forehead, on his scalp. You know, I left there feeling good, but I have every intention of going back and helping out again.
And I think the important part too about what you and so many other physicians are able to do there is bring back these video and bring back these stories and keep the memories of what continues to go on there in Haiti alive in people's minds. Just because folks like yourself are not physically there anymore, these images have returned, and you said that perhaps we'll even see a 3rd episode of The Doctors created because of the video that you brought back.
Right, we created 2 episodes that have already aired, and we're looking to create a 3rd that may be Ask the Doctors, actually a disaster preparedness type edition. So we may do that, but you know, like you said, our message in going was really to just let people know what's going on there, and if you can help in any way, doesn't have to be a big way, $10 to the American Red Cross, supplies. If you're a medical person, sure. If you're willing to go help out, it's needed. And you know, these people are deserving. They're good people. You know, in spite of what they've been through, they were still able to smile and were appreciative of the help they were getting.
Thank you so much, Dr. Drew Orden of The Doctors, and we'll be back right after this.